Farina, you ada program apa? What program? Oh, kamera. Apa ni, you apa face ke? So, at night you akan ada program apa malam tu di sana? Why you couldn't talk ke? Tak boleh buka microphone you? It will be easy. You tak boleh buka your mic ke, Farina? So, I think that you are at a hostel. Kan, kalau kat rumah tu could be lah banyak gangguan ke apa, nak rosak. So, how many of you, of your friends yang program together with you? You seorang je ke? Oh, like internet. Um, can we make it earlier? Okay, tak apa, nanti you contact saya. Since seorang je, so we will proceed lah untuk 14 bulan except untuk one of your friend yang ada program dekat pada hari tu. Okay, so that's for your midterm. And we just have another 2 weeks to complete 2 weeks saya silap. Oh, so kita ada another 3 weeks. Saya cakap kalau 2 weeks masih cepat sangat. Okay, we have another 3 weeks. So that's all about your term. Okay, and then regarding your part 1, okay, the submission of part 1. Sorry, not part 1, part A. Okay, part A. So for the part A, you have to provide the following, okay, the 3 items in your report, which is an unaudited trial balance, letter of inquiry, which is regarding the legal letter, and the management representation letter. Okay. I had go through with your submission lah. Okay, apa yang you dah submit tu. So somehow I'm not really satisfied lah dengan apa yang project yang you buat ni. And even though dia punya assignment ni memanglah dia part A, part B dan part C tu dia dah guided you what you have to include it in your report kan. Dia dah guided you. Tapi it should have, you should have your own creativity to look at what you have to include in your assignment kan. Not fully follow dia punya 100% guideline tu. So mesti you ada your own creativity what you're going to include in your in your project lah. Okay. Alright. So I look at the all of the group, okay? So somehow you prepare answering this group the project. You remember you provide with the uh, first part is on the audited trial balance, okay? That's what the question asks you to do, okay, this project. Tapi kalau it would be nice for you if you could include what is actually your company information lah, kan? You prepare this is for for the company kan. Jadi kalau you could include the company background tu macam it will be more interesting lah kan. Jadi dan apa yang you prepare tu it will be um, interrelated lah dalam report yang you prepare tadi tiba-tiba keluar je unadjusted trial balance. So dia macam tak ada nampak kreatif lah di situ. So um, I would suggest you to include the background information of the company prior you include the unaudited trial balance. Okay, prior you include the unaudited trial balance to you. Include first the company background. Dia macam taklah terkejut kan tiba-tiba. Memanglah you are answering to the assignment project. Tapi since you tak berapa nak kreatif kan, so I need to update you about this lah. So mestilah provide dulu the company's background, the company's information. So don't ask me what you have to include as information of the company background. So I believe that you know what you should include, okay, because you're already final year students. So you know what you have to include as the information for the company's background, okay. And then when I go through in terms of the adjusted trial balance figures, ada lagi yang tak not include the apa you punya currency in the report in the adjusted trial balance tak ada pun yang tulis currency. You guna unit apa kan? Dollar ke? Tak kisahlah apa-apa dong apa so put the currency that we use. You don't put. Ada yang tak letak currency. So RM lah kan, kita guna RM. And then in terms of writing the figures, saya paling tak gemar lah, tak menarik kalau I tengok you punya numericals and we are using computers kan, you are using computers, all the computers will insert it on your behalf lah. So mesti letak what we call comma tu you mesti letak so that it will be easy for you to read. You tak payah nak baca number tu. I'm still remember during my study time previously. Itu yang waktu I semester 1, okay, di permanent accounting. So yang dia akan tunjukkan pada kita adalah dia remind when you write the figures, numbers, must put comma kan. Kalau 30 bilion pun you boleh baca easily sebab you ada comma because of from the comma you boleh nampak dia ada 6 angka at the back. So itu adalah in a million kan. So dia ada juga group yang tak include comma tu. So please update into of the numerical writing lah. Okay. About the currency RM and then ada juga yang macam sakit mata sikit kalau tengok because of in term of the margin dia macam sengit tak center benda-benda tu because you going to in the workplace settle kan, you going to join the workplace soon, very soon, okay, very soon. So benda-benda macam ni mesti tunjuk kita how we are very kemas lah, soalan yang kemas. Jadi bila orang tak mudah nak aim you punya work, orang tak akan aim bila nampak presentation tu cantik je. So benda-benda macam tu tolong make sure sebab kalau semester 1 I tak concern sangat lah kan, biasa dia still in the learning process sebab you dah go through the already completed almost the 6 semesters and you have go through a lot of work, assignment and so on. So itu keras lah kalau saya setuju buat kerja macam ni. Jadi I remind sekali lagi lah kalau yang untuk format margin center tu mesti betulkan. Mesti nampak cantik lah kan. Jangan macam tak cantik tu tak nak lah. Okay, that's about the unadjusted. Bukan, ada juga tulis unaudited trial balance, ada juga nama dia kan. Ada panggil dia unadjusted trial balance. What you need to prepare is unadjusted trial balance ataupun di situ dia, in this question kita panggil dia sebagai unaudited trial balance lah, belum consider any other adjustment that relate to the audit engagement lah. Okay. Right. And then I look at your letter of audit inquiry, which is that relate to the legal letter. So yang ni relate pada topik yang kita belajar sebelum ni. Okay. In the completing the audit engagement letter. So yang legal letter ni dia tak cover previously waktu you audit one lah. Okay. So ada yang buat okay, ada yang tak okay. Okay, the first thing I tengok class, you preparing this engagement letter, who prepare the legal letter actually? Kita dah belajar sebelum ni kan, tapi itulah saya nak tanya lagi you again since you buat kerja ni. So siapa yang prepare lagi legal letter ni? Siapa yang prepare lagi letter kelas? Sebab I know you just copy it kan. Ada yang just copy. Jadi I tanya, siapa yang prepare legal letter?
Management.
Management prepare. And what would be the main content yang dia nak highlight dalam tu? Apa sebenarnya tujuan dia prepare legal letter ni? What is actually the purpose? Yes, class, you prepared this already, but then ask you again. What is the main content yang ada dalam tu? Ni sebab you bukan buat, you copy and then you submit. Betul tak boleh nak jawab. Okay, I ask you what is the main content in the legal letter? Regarding the audit inquiry tu apa? The main content yang dia nak sampaikan dalam legal letter ni. Yes, anybody? So, I tanya lagi sekali, last, apa the main content yang kita nak highlight dalam legal letter with regard to the audit inquiry?
Untuk describe event that affect client's financial status.
Untuk apa lagi sekali?
Describe event that yang boleh affect client's financial status.
Such as, event apa yang you maksudkan di situ?
Asset.
Ya, apa dia?
Asset.
Asset.
Yes.
Tak berapa tepat yang kawan you share tu. So, apa ni, legal letter ni adalah is actually respond, okay? Respond based on what the auditor requests. Okay, auditor request that management need to send the letter of inquiry to the lawyer. Auditor request the management to make the legal letter to the lawyer. So dia nak clarify tentang apa? All any litigation, all claims, or any maybe ada sue ke case yang baru disamai ke. So that's why the auditor need the clarification from the lawyers. Tapi yang hantarnya adalah management. So what I found that what you did from the submission of this assignment, more of you ni ada you just copying them, copy daripada textbook and then you submit. Which is meaning that bila I tengok you tak faham, when I ask you, you tak boleh jawab. So memang tak tahulah nak describe macam mana. Bukannya I bagi benda ni just for 1 week submit and you need to submit, tak. So that's why you need to discuss. Bila assignment ni, the purpose of giving you assignment, give you tutorial is for you to study kan. Sebab istilah kalau nak kata spoon feed tu, we are not totally nak spoon feed lah. Tapi kalau nak kira ada setengah tu, semua dia tak bagi. Notes ke apa semua nak kena cari sendiri. Just we provide you the topic, so this kena study sendiri. Tapi ini even bagi kerja pun, you tak boleh nak buat betul-betul. The thing is you know kan, you know legal letter tu apa, tapi nak kena buat legal letter, tapi you tak nak, you tak sudi pun untuk belajar, untuk faham apa sebenarnya legal letter ni, tak nak. You tak faham lah you all ni. Dan ada dia, you just copy. Yang paling sedih tu you copy lah, memang banyak group, memang most of the group, you just copy them. Okay, you just copy and put it as your legal letter lah. Put it as your legal letter. So, word by word lah. Yang you copy ni. So, I want you redo the legal letter tu, buat balik. Yang you faham, bukan you copy You can copy, tapi maksudnya mesti ada benda yang you nak search dengan the situation of your company lah. Kan? And this item of what you raise in the legal letter, with regard to the audit inquiry, so mesti dia akan connection nanti untuk the next part yang you nak prepare, untuk part B later. Kan? Untuk part B yang you akan prepare later. So mesti ada related. Jadi bila you just copy macam ni, dia tak ada relative. Tak relate. Tak ada relative lah. It's not bukan satu projek yang, tak lah. Satu projek yang copy paste sajalah. So kalau you prepare the legal letter tu betul-betul, dia akan related pada part B letter. Contohnya ada adjustment yang you kena prepare on the contingent liabilities. Contingency, of course, this one is related in the item that you highlighted in the legal letter. So kalau you just copy and paste, it's not have any relation at all. So what the purpose of the legal letter yang you prepare? I tak payah buat. So I want you redo on the legal letter ni. I nak redo. I nak you redo. Dan saya dah tak nak review dah lepas ni. You make sure you do it properly lah. Buat betul-betul. Sebab this will carry marks. You nak ke I bagi you 5% je out of this group project kalau you main buat copy-copy macam ni je? And then ada juga, at least kalau yang copy tu, yes, I know lah, you tahu untuk copy benda yang betul. Tapi it's not, you are not doing well for your group project lah. Kalau you copy, ada juga group yang dia prepare, you guna nama ni, the name that you use is it's not the Malaysian nice. This is Malaysia case. We are preparing for Malaysia. Dah kenapa apa ni dengan nama, ada contoh William lah, Mr. William. nama yang bukan-bukan. Hello, this is Malaysia case, okay, this is Malaysia case, and I tak nak guna nama-nama yang tak nampak kita punya Malaysia. I tahulah you copy kan, tapi agak-agak lah bila you copy dengan Mr. Alex Tan ni, dengan company Laurel Lake and Co ni, nak kena, memang you tak totally not understand lah. Okay. William and Adam Smith ni. Ni apa benda nama William and Adam Smith ni? Okay. So, in terms of the address, so you mesti tahu address apa yang you tulis dekat atas tu untuk address is referring to home address. And I believe that you tak tahu apa yang you buat. So, I hope you noted apa yang I comment pada what you have done today. Okay, ni pula dengan nama Mr. Monkey Dilafi. Hello tak nak nama macam ni. This is Malaysian case, use Malaysian name. Cara penulisan company tu you mesti tahu. Sport City Incorporated. This is something older. Google name lah ni yang you dapat daripada Google. Banyak daripada sources-sources. Okay. Saya tak nak macam ni. Okay, that's about the name and about the legal letter. And another thing, I'm not understand nak kena ada regarding to the internal audit ni. We just preparing for the external auditor. Kenapa nak ada internal audit pula legal letter ni? Internal audit is a person that already in the company. It's already maksudnya dia is part of memang company. Kalau company besar memang dah ada internal audit department and all the internal audit dah boleh it should be easy. Dia boleh access all the document and the internal audit tu memang is part of the management dalam company tu. So kenapa nak kena ada legal letter inquiry ni apa pula? It's just for the external auditor. Okay, just for the external auditor. And another thing yang I surprisingly bila I baca you punya dari one of the group ni, you are talking about the big data here. Big data. And actually your company is only the enterprise. So you know what is the big data and you know what is enterprise. So enterprise kita tahu it's just a small enterprise lah, small organisation. Takkanlah nak ada isu-isu on the big data and so on tu macam okay. So please take note Okay. So untuk management representation letter tu ini prepare is prepared by the also by the management lah untuk menjawab kepada auditor. So make sure apa yang you prepare tu, I know you just copy and paste from the textbook, but make sure it must be suit with your company. Okay, suit with the company condition. Jangan main copy aja. Okay, this is assignment. Because of assignment untuk you belajar dan faham. Kan? Bukan untuk hanya untuk belajar, untuk ajar you copy and paste. Okay. Right. So I ask you to redo. Okay, redo and I dah nak tengok dah apa yang you redo tu. I dah bagi tahu what you have to do. What you have to do. And what you have to correct. Okay. And for part B and part C nanti I akan letak link untuk you upload at end of week. Yeah. Of course, you need to update the part A and make sure that it is have the relation lah untuk part B and part C. Okay. Right. So for today, we're going to look at on the the other chapter, okay. But I'm not plan to. I just not plan to have class yang long class lah, hanya sekejap saja, because I already provide you the link to you tengok video on the group audit and using the word of others. Okay. So in the video, it has the separate, okay, for the group audit, one video, and another one is on the using the word of others, okay. So using the word of others ni, okay, it will have the three different lah, okay, it will have the three different words that the auditor will refer, okay, in any case lah, but it's not necessary. The auditor will refer to the word of other auditors, word of expert, and another one word of internal auditor. Okay, so regarding the word of internal auditor ni, kita dah ada cover actually dalam topik on internal auditing, because we already discussed about the similarities and the differences between internal auditor and external auditor. Then there you can see which part that the auditor, okay, which is the external auditor, will refer to the word of internal auditor. So that's one we already covered lah in our previous class and last class, okay, last week. And using the word of other another auditor, uh, it's actually under International Standard of Auditing, ISA 600. Okay, using the word of another auditor, whereby require when the principal auditor use the word of another auditor. And in that case, the principal auditor should determine how the word of the other auditor will affect the audit. So in this topic, you must know who is the principal auditor and what is referred and whom is referred to the other auditor. So principal auditor tu is referring to the external auditor lah yang dah di-assign, okay, to conduct the audit in a company. Itu adalah principal auditor, okay, yang auditor that responsible for reporting on the financial statement of an entity. And other auditor ni adalah selain daripada principal auditor lah, okay, selain principal auditor with responsibility for reporting on the financial information of the component which is included in the financial statement audited by the principal auditor. Okay, dia ada terlibat juga di dalam audit yang diconduct by the principal auditor. Okay, tapi that part is not prepared by the principal lah, but it prepared or provided by the other auditors. So basically, in a company, when we are talking in a big company, okay, in a big company, it has branches, okay, it has a subsidiary, it has the associates, okay, it has the joint venture, JV, and all of these you had cover waktu you belajar advanced FA2 kan, advanced FA1, advanced FA2, okay, all of this kind of the technical financial statement lah, technical in preparing the group audit, the group financial statements, okay. You dah belajar with regard to minority interest and so on. So that's okay, that the thing is still need to do with the auditor pun terlibat juga, sebab sometimes the subsidiary, the associated company, the JV, dia punya auditor tu is not the principal auditor yang akan audit dalam all the subsidiary, JV and associate. yang buat tu adalah another auditor. Other auditor here. So that's what we mean by the other auditor. So the auditor, the external auditor, the principal auditor tu akan rely jugalah kepada work that done by the other auditor. So the other auditor tadi I mention siapa? Other than principal auditor yang conduct audit di dalam branches, subsidiary, JV, dalam JV company, dalam associate. So sebab dia punya dalam group financial statement dia ada related di situ yang mana part of the information, all the financial figures tu auditor nak kena rely daripada work that done by other auditor. So it is not easy lah untuk auditor not just rely tanpa ada review analytical or whatever carried out by the other auditor tu. So saya nak faham apa yang dimasukkan prinsipal, apa yang dimasukkan dalam kenapa wujudnya work of another auditor. Kenapa wujudnya di situ? Sebab kita ada principal auditor and principal tu akan refer pada work of another auditor which is auditor yang appointed, yang engaged di dalam subsidiary, joint venture or associate kepada parent company lah. Contohnya lebih kurang dia punya relation dia. Okay. So dia ada apa yang auditor tu perlu consider lah sebelum dia accept as a principal auditor. Okay. Dia akan jadi principal auditor bila ada other auditor lah. Di situ baru ada principal auditor and what will be the procedures yang akan involve dalam proses tersebut. Okay. So in terms of the accepted as principal auditor, the auditor when accept the role as a principal auditor, they need to consider the matter-related portion of the financial statement, okay, which the principal auditor audits. So yang dia punya main tu parent ataupun ada juga kita panggil holding. So berapa persen portion daripada financial statement yang come from the principal auditor audits, okay. So they must also consider the knowledge with regard to the business and the components. So the components tu adalah associate, subsidiary, JV. So they must understand the nature of and all the business components. Okay. So understood or consider the breach of material misstatement in the financial statement of the components audited by the other auditor. Okay. And the performance additional procedures required regarding the components audited by the other auditor. And then they have the procedures that the principal auditors need to follow prior to the perform the or relying the work of other auditor. And also you need to know what the reporting considerations in that case. So if auditor found that the work of other auditors, okay, cannot be used, cannot be relied, okay, based on the consideration and procedures that they had followed, then the auditor found out, the principal auditor found out that the other auditors' work cannot be used and the principal auditor has not been able to perform sufficient additional procedure regarding the financial information. So what the principal auditor need to do? Principal auditor should express a qualified opinion or disclaimer of opinion because there is a limitation in the scope of the audit. So simple je lah apa yang the auditor nak kena buat. Bila dia rasa dia tak boleh rely the work of the other auditors in performing the financial information ataupun dia tak boleh dapat sufficient additional procedure regarding the component audited by the other auditors. So what the principal auditor can do is express a qualified opinion or disclaimer opinion because there is a limitation in the scope of the audit. So with regard to this opinion, kita pernah belajar dulu dalam auditor's report. Okay, I remember that's come out in the last chapter in your audit one. So you had cover all the types of okay. So expert adalah we refer to an individual, okay, an individual ataupun we refer to any firm, okay, not only individual, not only a person, but it's also referring to the expert that provided from a firm, okay, from an organization, which it possess the uh, specific skills, okay, knowledge and experience in a particular field, meaning that their expertise is in other field, okay, other than accounting and auditing lah, okay. So that's why the auditor needs to get uh, advice ataupun using the word of an expert, okay, but involving um, the matters that other than accounting and auditing, okay. So the expert, okay, that could assist in providing the sufficient appropriate audit evidence could be engaged by the entity or the auditor lah. Kita akan appoint or assign the expert ataupun we employ them. Okay, we employ the experts by the entity ataupun auditor. Sama ada entity tu sendiri yang appoint or assign the expert ataupun auditor yang appoint, which is will assist in the audit evidence process. Okay, so when the auditor use the work of an expert, okay, the auditor will get the audit evidence in the form of opinions, okay, from the expert evaluations, statements and report, okay, that are prepared by the experts. Okay, so it provides some of the example whereby the auditors um, need, okay, or will use the work of an expert. Okay, it's include of the valuation of certain types of the properties ataupun work of arts. So sometimes the properties, the value of the properties, we don't know, and that one we need to get the assessor from the uh, property firms. Ataupun apa ni kita ada satu firm yang I not remember dia punya uh, Henry Butcher kalau I tak silap. Henry Butcher. Henry Butcher. Betul ke tak? Saya main sebut je. Okay. So Henry Butcher is one of the global company lah. Dia ada worldwide punya company that with regard to the valuation. So that is one of the international company. So Henry Butcher and we have one of the in Malaysia as well as sama lah macam in accounting field kita ada what we call global audit firm. We have EY, PwC, Deloitte, KPMG, and ini adalah in term of the asset consultants, which is Henry Butcher. And ada lagi lah yang tapi yang teringat benda ni, this name, okay, Henry Butcher Malaysia. And so in term of the valuation of the such properties, we do not have expert kan. Contohnya aset yang dah lama ditinggalkan ke apa, for example, ataupun whatever type of asset lah. So that's one we need to get an advice from the valuation service lah. So kita hire for example yang I mention pada you tadi adalah Henry Butcher Malaysia as the expert in the field of valuation of the properties or assets. Okay, another example with regard to the getting the or rely the word of an expert um, in terms of legal opinions. Okay, so maybe as the auditor, we don't know the consequences in terms of the legal or the regulation that with regard to the act. So kita nak dapat advice daripada lawyer. But ataupun company ni involved dalam litigation case or the any contingencies. Actually, if you know that when we are talking about the legal, okay, in the case of law, dia tak ada right or wrong, correct or incorrect. Even yang wrong tu pun boleh jadi right. Kenapa? Because of the prima facie of the evidence lah. Evidence or as a prima facie di dalam law punya term lah. So you all pun ada belajar law kan? And even dalam case yang kita belajar legal liability, okay, the previous chapter pun, we treat the case differently. So kenapa differently? Based on the prima facie ataupun evidence yang discuss or confirmed by the lawyer tu sendiri kepada kita punya judge. So then we come to different different result dalam the court decision, okay, different decision. Jadi that's why sometimes auditor nak kena dapat advice daripada lawyer, okay, or legal advice untuk isu-isu yang berkaitan yang debt litigation, okay, and claims daripada yang melibatkan court case lah, okay, dapat advice daripada lawyer. And then another measurement of work completed and to be completed untuk construction project, okay, construction company, ada belajar tak construction? Dalam dia punya FA class, you ada belajar tak sebelum ni dalam FA untuk construction project? Ada tak? Walaupun tak ada secara detail, tapi kita ada dalam MFRS 1115, okay, MFRS 115, okay, MFRS 15 adalah on the revenue recognition. So we did discuss in detail in that standard, okay, MFRS 15, revenue from contract. Okay. So revenue from contract ni termasuk revenue with regard to the construction project. Okay, we know that for the construction project ni amount yang kita nak determine based on the work of completion of the project. Jadi in that case yang dalam melibatkan construction project ataupun daripada construction companies, what we need to do, the advice from the expert adalah daripada engineer, okay, ataupun the consulting firm to determine the work of completed and to be completed in that project, construction project. So kita dapat an advice daripada expert, which is from the engineer. Okay, so that's the example of the work of an expert that we can taking from. Okay. That is the work of auditor lah. Okay. So there will be the condition when the auditor need to use the word of an expert. We need to consider again the materiality, the risk of misstatement, and also the quantity and the quality of the other audit evidence available for corroboration. Okay, later I akan bagi you notes on with regard to the use the word of others lah. Okay, remember use the word of others tu dia akan ada 3 item dalam tu, which is word of other auditors, word of expert, and word of internal auditor. So all of these 3 things is covered from the different standard. Okay, ISA 600, ISA 610, and ISA 620. Okay. And another one is on the group audit. Okay. On the group audit ni pun I ada provide you the video. So you may refer that video to get the understanding on the topic. Okay. So for the rest, I mean another 1 hour of the class, you may watch the video because it's very informative, and for the group audit tu you boleh faham lah kenapa we need to discuss this topic juga tadi group audit lah. Dan memang ada lah untuk bila you audit company yang besar, dia akan melibatkan group audit lah. Kalau you just audit SME, let's say bila you training nanti kan you just SME, small medium enterprise. So yang tu dia tak melibatkan treatment of the group audit. Okay, so ada soalan? Have any question? You all hari tu you punya start online class ni masa you semester berapa Semester 4. 4 tu maksudnya on the so you just sempat setahun setengah lah di macam tu lah. Midterm break setahun setengah lagi sempat. Okay, so ada soalan? Tak ada Kalau ada nak tanya boleh tanya. Ada Ras?
Madam, yang ISA 600 tu saya tak faham berkenaan nada auditor. Nada auditor ni maknanya dari firm yang sama ke firm lain?
Firm lain. Sebab apa? Gini, macam ni, kan I cakap kita ada, ini contohnya parent company lah kan. You tahu kan parent company? And then dia ada subsidiary, kan? Dia ada JV, dia ada associate. Tapi dia ada satu parent lah. So, you principal auditor, audit dalam parent company tu. Okay? And then, untuk you punya associate, you punya JV, subsidiary, dia di-audit oleh another auditor. Okay? Jadi, dalam group audit report tu, dia memang melibatkan apa yang kita nak report semua dah. All the revenue, expenses, all the other asset dalam kita punya subsidiary. Tu, kita nak kena report. Tapi itu dibuat oleh another auditor. Jadi, we as the principal auditor nak kena refer kerja yang dibuat oleh another auditor tadi. Faham tak? Yang tanya tadi, Amar, you faham? Tu maksud saya, itu masuk work of another auditor. Dan audit, as a principal auditor ni, you have the, you boleh sama ada nak consider atau tak consider. Kalau you tengok the work of other auditor tadi tu, dia tak boleh reliable, and you also cannot not able to principal auditor has not been able to perform sufficient additional procedure regarding the financial statement of the component audited by the auditor. Then apa yang you boleh buat sebagai principal auditor, you boleh express your opinion, that qualified opinion or disclaimer of opinion because there is limitation of scope of the audit. Jadi kita boleh sama ada kita nak terima atau tidak terima work that performed by the other auditor. Okay. Sebab dalam group company tu If ada subsidiary, dia ada associate, dia ada JV, kita akan ada deleted lah, kita nak kena report kan. So itu maksud dia. Ada soalan lain? Okay. So for the rest, I left to you to watch the video on the using the work of others dan juga group audit. Okay. So since dia dah nak tengok hari ni, I tak ada bagi apa-apa kerja lah untuk tutorial petang tu, sama ada you may use this time ataupun maybe another video tu you watch during the tutorial time. Okay. And later I akan provide you, since for this chapter dia tak ada dalam textbook you, buku Ellison kan yang kita guna ni tak ada tajuk ni. And as well as buku textbook lain pun tak ada tajuk ni dalam sama ada errands pun tak ada. Okay, banyak textbook yang tak ada tajuk ni. So nanti I will provide to you lah the reference is actually from the textbook jugalah. Okay, for you to okay. So but as for now, you may do your own notes based on the video that you watch. So tak ada bagi PowerPoint today. Okay. So I will see you again next week, inshallah. And then do the correction, do again, okay, on your part A. And remember apa yang I remind tadi, provide the company profile. Okay. The regulator tu, biarlah regulator tu ada relation dengan part B nanti yang you akan buat. Okay, dalam ni dia tak, I tak ada bagi arahan untuk you submit kan, kelas. I tak ada bagi kan, tak ada arahan untuk you submit the hard copy. Okay, the hard copy. Tapi actually you need to submit me the hard copy lah. Okay, later. So it should be on week saya akan bagi tahu balik lah, tapi you be prepared lah, maksudnya part A, part B tu part B you nak kena hantar minggu ni kan, so the rest of the tu you nak kena submit juga hard copy pada saya later. Okay, the printed copy. Selain daripada you submit dalam kelip tu, you have to submit to me the hard copy also. Bila dah completed lah, nanti lah you have to print out and submit to me. And for this week, you nak kena submit for part B and part C. Tapi actually kan, dalam saya tak ingat. Dalam part D tu, you kena include company information. Kan, part D tu. Sepatutnya part D tu dia maksudnya other information lah. Dia sepatutnya include dalam part A lah. Tapi maksudnya part D nanti you nak kena consider mana-mana yang nak kena berada di part A, berada di part B. Kan? Faham tak untuk part D tu? Company information tu memang nak kena include dah. Ada satu group yang provide company information tadi tu, tapi dia tak berapa detail, dia boleh tengok balik. Okay? Okay, so I'll see you again next week. And I will update to you about the midterm. And insyaAllah kita akan buat hari Jumaat lah, 14 bulan malam. And the one of yang tak boleh join the midterm tu, boleh contact me. Okay, thank you class. See you again. Assalamualaikum.
Madam, thank you.
Thank you, Doktor.